Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak with us, the bonds of the apostles, Elegir Millstone, hopefully like Tishmer is 30, Abala Chayaba. Amen. I'm going to get straight right into it. So, yeah, man, there's going to be a lesson on how in that day, man, which is soon to come, the Lord, he's going to rise up a standard for his elect. The Lord, he's going to give power unto his elect in order to more specifically, the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, there's going to be a time when, this devil, which is Esau, he's going to come upon us, and Esau's going to come down with his strength, with his carnal strength, on us. And then that's when the Lord, he's going to have to rise up a standard against our enemies. So, yeah, this is Zechariah 12:8. At that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. Yeah, he that is feeble among them, that day shall be as David. Yeah, because, we're going to be feeble in that day, compared, if we don't have no spiritual power, if we don't have no, nothing to fight against Esau, because Esau, he got many of his weapons, his armory, his vehicles, like right here. This is what this devil got. All these tanks, all these Humvees, all these guns, armory, weaponry. Even in these movies, hey man, most likely 99% of what this devil will be putting out in these movies, like these Iron Man suits and stuff, whatever. Hey, most likely he got it behind the scenes, these laser weapons. We see his 5 Gen and all that. So what? We're gonna need spiritual power to battle against those things, because these fleshly bodies won't do. Because Esau, the Lord, he blessed Esau with the sword, with the blessing of the sword. So what? We're gonna need the blessing of spiritual power. So reading on, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, and the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them. Yeah, and we're gonna be as David in that day. Look at David when he had to fight against his enemies. Back then. Back then when he was caught up in straits. When he was in war, he called upon Yahweh Bashim Yashai, and the Lord, he delivered him. So, how much more is the Lord going to have to rise up standing against us? I mean, for us, against our enemies, knowing that, Esau, in the modern days, he has this military, he has all these modern day weapons, which can't get, which is way more powerful than what, that was available back then. Like in King David's time. So this is this is Isaiah 40:28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh. Hey, Yakim, I got interrupted, but let me reread that. Isaiah 40:28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, the Lord Yahweh, creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary, there is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increases strength. Yeah, and we're going to be, without the spiritual power, man, we're going to be faint, in that day. Because like I said, once Esau comes down, once things are scarce, resources are scarce, we might not have food, shelter. Without spiritual power, man, without, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua helping us, we're going to be faint in that day. Yeah, so, and to them that have no mind, he increases strength. So the Lord, he's going to have to give us the power in order to endure in those days. So it says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. Yeah, even the young men will utterly fall. But it says what here? But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles. Yeah, we're going to be able to fly. What do you think that's talking about? Read it on. They shall run and not be weary. Yeah, we're going to be able to run and not be weary. Like the Flash, you can even relate it to. Like even when, what's his name? Who was it? You had, a men of the Lord in the scriptures. I think might have been Elijah. Basically, you had one of the men of the Lord who basically they outran, basically they could run really fast, but staying on point. Because, but staying on point, and they shall walk and not faint. Yeah, so we're going to have, the Lord is going to give us that spiritual power, and what we're going to be able to have, basically we're going to be able to overcome Esau, because what Esau, like he got his fighter jets, he got, his Humvees, which can move at, pretty fast speeds. So what? The Lord, he's going to have to give us the power in order to, so we can become greater than what Esau's things can achieve. So what, we're going to be flying up above Mach 2, which is, Esau's fighter jets, which his fighter jets, can achieve. We're going to be running above, 100 miles per hour easily, because what Esau's vehicles can easily achieve those speeds. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 5, and having been a little chastised, that should be greatly rewarded. Yeah, because it's like what as brothers, man, we go through in this thing, what the elect of the nation of Israel go through. It's what the Lord puts them through is likened on to as a, what's the word, like a light judgment, basically. That's in I think in Hebrews it speaks about, and somewhere in the New Testament it speaks about how it's a light. What we go through is not, it's a light thing. Compared to what we're going to receive in the kingdom. So what? It says they should be greatly rewarded. For the Most High approved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. Yeah, because the Lord, he put us through that straight gate. He put us through that fire. I mean, he will put the elected nation Israel, through that fire. They will endure until the end. That's what his brothers are hoping for, that we can endure, through what we got to go through. So, yeah. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine, run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. Yeah, so what do you think that's talking about? That's talking about spiritual power. The Lord is going to bless us. Lord willing, be part of that, the elect. We're going to be able to have, that spiritual power in order to overcome our enemies. Not only even Esau, we got to go against the other nations too. Because what we know in the day is going to be like this. 2nd Ezra 1668. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. They shall take away certain of you, feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Yeah, because what? You're going to have these FEMA camps. You're going to have these concentration camps that we're going to have to, many brothers are gonna have to, go through. Many brothers are gonna be captured, put through them concentration camps and FEMA camps and whatever. But like before, when our forefathers were being fed, tempted and offered, to eat swine and pork, but they resisted. Now in the modern days, when we be put through those concentration camps and FEMA camps, we're gonna be tempted with those with that MOB, which is that RFID. You know what, and with that with that jabby jab, that potion. So reading on, and they that can say unto them shall be had in the derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Yeah. And, that's just the Lord really putting, trying, his men or, his elect. So reading on, they should be like madmen sparing. This is the point I want to get to. They should be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Yeah, because Esau, he's going to come down like a madman with, unleashing all of his trump cards, he got in order to, achieve his agenda. So you don't think the Lord, he's going to have to rise up a standard for his elect in order to protect them? Because the Lord promised that he would protect his elect, those that serve him, which is only the nation of Israel can do so. So reading on, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yeah, of course you're going to have many brothers, who are martyrs in this thing. But those are going to be, those brothers will go through honorable deaths. And there will be rise up first for Yahushua when Yahushua comes back. So reading on, then they shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold, they should be tried as gold, as the gold in the fire. Yeah, going back to that point, how the Lord, he will put the elected nation Israel through that fire. Which us brothers, we will go through. So this is Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And what is that secret place? The secret place is these scriptures, this truth, wisdom. Reading on, I will say of the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Yeah, as King David trusted in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, during his battles, during his his straits. As he done that, he was delivered. So, same thing is going to happen for those who trust on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and 100% truth and sincerity. So, reading on, verse 3, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And the Lord, he's going to deliver his elect from those ICBM nuclear missiles, which will come upon Babylon, which is prophesied. That's the great plague the scripture speaks about. The Lord, he will even deliver his elect from, that grievous plague. So reading on, and he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing thou shalt trust. And his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Yeah, like it says Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the strength and stability thy times. Paraphrasing. So reading on. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Yeah, those nuclear missiles was that great plague the scripture speaks about. We're not going to be, the Lord is going to deliver us from those, Lord willing, we be part of the elect. Reading on, and 1,000 shall fall at thy right side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes thou shalt behold and see the reward of the wicked. Yeah, so the Lord, he's going to save us, from these plagues that will come upon Babylon. And, of course, the rest of the earth, for the brothers who are dwelling, in the other nations, other countries. But yeah, my point is the Lord. Well, let me go ahead and end it off with that. I think that's in Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah 59:19. So shall they that fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Yeah, because Esau, man, he's going to be coming in like a flood with, like it says in scriptures, I just pulled it down, 2 Ezra 16. He's going to be like madman sparing none. That's him coming in like a flood. So what the Lord, he's going to, in order to, fulfill his word and protect his elect, he's going to have to rise up a standard, against, for his people, for his elect, which is, other nation of Israel. So, yeah. I basically want to get into that real quick. Lord willing, brothers out there edified. Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Barakathum, Shalom.